I stopped, I reread it, and I just thought to myself, I have to be a part of this.
Oh, I just saw you just sitting here, and I made this thing. It's in my bag. There you go.
Wow. Oh, you're good.
Thank you. I realize now that it even makes me look more like a psycho.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not. I'm not. Promise.
A talented psycho is better than a talentless one, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm Cameron, by the way.
Cameron? Poppy.
Poppy.
It sort of emanates from a pretty personal place of loss and sort of dealing with that and dealing with, you know, not having a goodbye and what it's like for the people who are left behind. And I think in my early 20s, because of things like that, I started to constantly catastrophize about what would happen if someone I loved passed away, or if what would happen to my family if something happened to me and things like that. And I think as a writer, those things, those emotions kind of tend to bubble up in the subconscious. And then what is, of course, a totally imagined premise like Swan Song comes up, and you sort of see in it some of those personal attributes, and you hopefully imbue the script with a bit of that. And then, so that was kind of where it roughly came from. But I remember it was when, you know, I realized that through this premise, this idea of someone trying to decipher if this other identical version of himself was truly him and an authentic version of him, that we'd be able to explore the love story at the heart of this, the full breadth of a life, a meditation on memory, and really just, you know, get to explore that relationship at the center. But that was when I got excited about the idea and think I knew I really wanted to try and make it.
The premise of the script just felt so fresh. And I just connected to it immediately. The writing, the Echo Bar scene wasn't originally, at least when I read it, it didn't begin the movie that way. And so by the time I got to that scene, I don't know, let's just say it was on page 30 or something like that. I stopped, I reread it, and I just thought to myself, I have to be a part of this. This is so good. And by the time I finished it, I just was so moved by just by the story that Ben was trying to tell, and all the things that I think came up for me emotionally. It just really resonated with me. And lastly, getting to sit down with him and really getting a real sense of where the story was coming from, and being able to really align the story with him as a person, were all things that really motivated me to want to be a part of this.
Yeah, I was sent the script by my team, and they said, you know, Mahershala would like you to be part of this project. And obviously I worked with Mahershala on Moonlight, but only for 2 days. And so I was really excited about, you know, working with Mahershala, because he is, as we all know, a phenomenal actor, but he's also an incredible human being. And I knew that, you know, he has such a generosity of spirit, and, you know, he's so kind and giving, and also just egoless as well. So I knew it was going to be an amazing journey working with him. But for me, you know, everything starts and ends with the script. So I was like, I definitely want to work with Mahershala, but let's see about this script. And then I read it, and I was just so moved by it. It's just so deeply touching. And it's also really hugely thought-provoking as well. You know, reading it, I changed my mind several times about what I would, you know, do if I was in that situation. And I thought, if it's, you know, if it stays with me this long and affects me this much, then it's going to affect an audience as well. So that was another huge pull. And then what clinched it for me was speaking with Ben, because Ben is so passionate about this project, but he's also like so sensitive and caring. And I remember him saying, like, I want this to be a really, it's been a magical experience, like creating this project, but I want it to be a magical experience while we work on it together as a team. So everybody's going to be chosen for how heart-centered they are. And he was as true to his word. Like everybody on this project was so, so special and so passionate about, the movie. And I genuinely feel that that's why people are touched by it. It's not just because, it's this great script, performances, etc. I think the energy was so positive and loving that went into it. And I think people feel that.
Oh my God, I'm like welling up here. That's so sweet, Naomie. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, that was a huge part of the ethos. I think it was like from early on, always talking about like, yeah, we want to get, in terms of crew, right? We want to surround this whole film with really talented people, but first it comes, it's kind people. Everybody we speak to is just getting that vibe of like, hey, we're going to be able to create this sort of big family. I really do, just to echo, Naomie's words there. I think that really does find its way into a picture.
That is cloning, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
No, technically speaking, it's not. The article said it's not. It's regeneration.
It doesn't matter what you call it, Andre. It's still weird. And I don't care how good they say the tech's going to be. You'd know it wasn't a real person in seconds.
Look, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, what if it was actually possible? What if they did actually work it out?
Ça se passera jamais, hein?
Non, c'est pas de ça.
They won't, Andre. You can't copy a human being. You can't.
Arrête, Cameron.
No, I'm staying way out of this.
Oh, come on.
Nothing like a good death chat first thing in the morning.
Is that
Right? It's ridiculous. Come on.
So if Mum could be sitting here right now with us and like, we couldn't tell, she was indistinguishable, then yeah, screw the ethics. I would take that.
I was super excited. I'd got the role. I was like, I'm all in. And what I hadn't foreseen was that I did struggle with connecting with Poppy, because I've kind of like from the very start of my career said, I want to play strong, independent women. And that's what I've done in my career. And I had a lot of judgment when I started working, trying to find Poppy. I was like, yeah, but she's so weak. She's so passive. She's so loving. She's so gentle all the time. And I was just like, oh gosh, I think she's like the weakest character that I've played. And I had to go on like this journey to discover that there is so much strength in vulnerability. There's so much strength in leading from your heart. It's actually, and then I realized like, actually, she is one of the strongest, the fiercest, the bravest characters that I've ever played, because how brave is it to put your heart constantly on the line for the people that you love and to be that open all the time. So she actually taught me a lot about like centering back into my heart and being more gentle as a person. So I owe a lot to Poppy actually, and Ben for writing it.
My team probably got sick of me saying like, oh, that's too sci-fi, let's pull it back. I think the design of the film, the aesthetics that we chose, was all about trying to create a relatable world. We needed to world build enough so that hopefully the technology in the film was something we, believed in, but we never wanted to kind of pull the curtain back and start getting into doctors having big conversations about all the sci-fi of it all. I hope we reach an audience that doesn't need to go into that sort of sci-fi-ness of it all and actually just gets lost in the human story. That's the hope.
It's weird timing. Just spoke to the clinic. Dr. Herbert is confirmed for the ultrasound on the 25th. Cam?
That's real.
Yeah, so real. Living human in body.
Just feels so different to how I remember it with Corey, right?
Yeah.
Remember how we found out?
Oh my God, yeah. That insane snow. Jesse and Zoe's wedding the next day.
Zoe knew right away.
Oh my God, you're pregnant?
Oh, I remember that feeling. You were barely out of the doctor's office. You were already making a playlist, holding the speaker up right there.
Yes, womb tunes.
Womb tunes. Oh, it's been a minute.
Hey, we should tell Corey soon, too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Rafa, Send Poppy a message.
What did you do? No, I don't like this. You think I like this? Talking to my wife under a spotlight? She's not your wife!
I did have another actor I was able to work with, a terrific actor by the name of Shane Dean. And I just, would express little ideas that I had. And his task was just to execute those things. And he did it wonderfully. And then Ben would come in and tweak and guide us to the right space to make sure that everything was going to align properly for the arc of the story, But yeah, it was a little tricky at times, and we would try different things, from using my own audio so I could hear myself talk at times to, just trying to keep it alive and figure out any way we could to make the scene work. And I think we were successful at that.
The way you were having ideas about what you were going to do on the other side was mind-boggling to me, because I was like, whoa, like you'd be having ideas with Shane and kind of riffing, and I'd see stuff starting to form, and we'd all start feeling, oh, that's good. But to know that on the other side, how that was, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of magic to me.
What I really loved about Ben, and I think is absolutely extraordinary, is, here is the writer-director who's lived with this work for 10 years. And, my mum's a writer, so I know what it's like, with writers. They labor over each word, and each sentence is so precious and meaningful. And, and yet, despite all of that, Ben was so generous in just saying, look, if this doesn't work for you, if a line doesn't work for you, if a whole paragraph or whatever, doesn't work for you, let's change it. I'm open to that. And also, let's improv as well. Let's just find whatever works for you. Let's just find the truth of this moment, and, just totally handing over the reins to us, which was beautiful. And then we also have the confidence of knowing we've also always got the safety net that, he knows these characters inside and out. So he can always guide us and steer us wherever we need to go. So that was really magical.